So now what happens when you have two chords in a bar? Well, this is a real good example to show how do we do this. So for example, we've got a C add 9 for half a bar and a G for half a bar. Well, how does that look? Well, have a look on your chart there and you'll see a C add 9 and a G within the first bar. So what we do is we automatically assume that it's going to be half for the first chord and half of the bar for the second chord. So if we put this into halves and half, it'll be like this. C add 9 for half, down, miss, down, down, up. That's halfway to G. Down, miss, down, down, up. So if we played that together, it would simply be. Okay, so you'd have 1, 2 ander for the first chord, 3, 4 ander for the second chord. Pretty simple. So when we have, like we do in this situation, the next bar is one chord, you simply play that for the whole bar. Okay, so if you've got two chords within a bar, divide it into two. If you've got one chord, just treat it as the whole bar. Pretty simple. So now let's have a go at doing that within our chord sequence. The chord sequence we have here, C add 9 for half a bar, G for half a bar, A minor for a whole bar, E minor for a whole bar, D for a whole bar. Then we have a cool thing, it repeats, see the double dots? We get all the way back to the C add 9, to the G. The reason we do that is because the ditto gets us back to the beginning again. Then after that we've got A minor for a bar, E minor for a bar, D for a bar. So we repeat that top line. Then we go, because we've done it twice now, we've done that twice, we drop down to the next line, which is normal C chord to an A, half a bar each. Then we've got a C chord for a whole bar, E minor to a G, half a bar each, D for a whole bar. Okay, so there's lots going on here. We've got some new chords, we've got a new strumming pattern, and also we're looking out for more than one chord in a bar. Don't be too worried if you end up forgetting that you had to do half a bar, you end up doing a whole bar for a chord, and you'll notice that'll happen. I don't know of anyone that I've taught that actually gets that right the first time. It's one of those things, it's a new thing to be aware of, and we're in the habit of playing an entire bar, so don't be too worried about that. It's going to be quite normal to do. Okay, so let's have a go at that now. I'm going to count it in and play along. Remember, the first line, 2 times through. The second line, 2 times through. Then you're back to the start again, 2 times through. Second line, 2 times through. Just repeats. Let's have a go at that. So get your C9 ready and make sure that strumming pattern's ingrained. Down, miss, down, down, up, down, miss, down, down, up. Here we go. 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a half a bar to A minor for a whole bar. So that's 2 times that pattern. E minor for a whole bar to a D for a whole bar. Back to the beginning, remember, little finger down, C add 9 to G, to A minor, whole bar. Did you remember that half a bar each for those 2 chords earlier? Don't worry if you didn't, let's pick it up this time. Here we go. 3, 4, and C to A. Back to C again for a whole bar. E minor for a half a bar, G for half a bar, then D for a whole bar. Now we repeat that same line, so C to A, and then C for a whole bar. E minor, G, half a bar each, to a D. And at the end of that, little finger down, we go back to C add 9, right at the beginning of the thing, to G. E minor, whole bar, 2, and a 3, 4, and a D, whole bar. Repeat that, C add 9 to G. A minor for a whole bar. Then E minor for a whole bar. To D. Now the next line, C to A, half a bar each, and then a whole bar. E minor to G, then repeat that line, C to A again, E minor to G, and finish off with a D. we'd go back to the C9 and we'd repeat that whole cycle again. So I want you to get really good at playing that progression before you have a go at the jam along track, because the jam along track is ruthless. It's just going to keep on going. So if you haven't got that to the stage where you can play that along comfortably, and I wouldn't be surprised because it's a new strumming pattern and a whole bunch of new chords. However, it's quite a cool challenge to get to that point where you can play at speed and be able to play that through confidently. And by the way, when you're playing along with that, try to push through. Don't get too caught up if you get a chord wrong or you end up playing something twice as long or whatever. Don't worry too much. It's more that you're playing. I just want you playing lots and playing and strumming lots. If you get in the habit of stopping every time you make a mistake, all you'll do is stop when you make a mistake. So if you get on the big stage at some massive arena and you make a mistake, you're just going to stop. That's how you've learned. We don't want that. We want you to push through and get better and better.